planning. Hopefully yesterday you did do the hot pen technique that I mentioned. If not, go and do it now and come back to this. And from that, you'll have identified some things actually you're not bothered about, some things that you probably knew that you were interested in and wanted, and some things perhaps that have taken you by surprise. But either way, there will then be the bare bones of a direction that you might want to start taking your life in, whether that's changes to your body, whether it's changes to your work, to your relationships, the things that you do. You'll have some things there that you can start working towards. And ultimately, to work towards them, we need a plan. And I get it. I get when I talk about planning, people think boring. I get that because planning is boring. I find it boring. Up until, again, a handful of years ago, I wouldn't have done all that much of it. But I've got a lot more meticulous through my coaching program on that because I know the benefits it brings. Every quarter, I set quarterly goals based on where I'd like my life to be going over the course of the next however many months or years. And then each week, goals for that week. Each day, goals for that day. And every single time I sit down to do it, it's boring. There's a part of my soul that dies inside. I have a Sunday night planning meeting with my wife that I really do not enjoy. We look at everything that's going on in the week, put plans into place logistically, put things in the diary, start to book things, arrange things. And there's a part of me that hates it. It is boring. But you know what's not boring? Having a body you like the look and feel of. Do you know what's not boring? Having energy levels that allow you to do the things that you want to do. Do you know what's not boring? Doing fun stuff that wouldn't have happened if we'd not planned it ahead, if we just left it to the last possible minute. Do you know what else is not boring? Having an active, fun sex life. Do you know what else is not boring? Having a great, active relationship with your friends, your kids, your other half. Do you know what else is not boring? Living longer. Do you know what else is not boring? Having less aches and pains and less likely to have various ailments. There's lots of things that aren't boring, but doing the boring stuff makes happen. So planning, I get it, it's boring, but just do it. We're grown-ups. Let's start to put in place a plan of how you can take whatever aspect of your life it is that you identify from the hot pen technique in the direction that you want to go in. Put things in a diary. If you don't have a diary, get a diary. Put things in your phone. Put things set in at set times and then just do them. Because again, the benefits it brings are infinitely worth it. And so many things become so much harder when we don't have plans. I have, for example, in my diary, the dates that various flights, sports game tickets, etc. become released, because I know that the more organised I am, the cheaper it is, and therefore the more likely it is to happen. I take my two older sons to several Man U games per year because I have in my diary the release dates for all the tickets, and I'm sat online at that point booking tickets at the cheapest possible rate. If I waited till the day or week before, I wouldn't be paying full whack because I wouldn't be going. So planning, I get it, it's boring, but there's tons of great stuff it brings that isn't boring.